Alright, there we go. Got... Alright, we're now over a month of streaming at least once a week. I'm so proud of us, guys. Look at us go. Ain't it nice? Hello. Let me see. So these streams, I have to get used to streaming on one monitor again, especially if I want to be doing gameplay streams. Especially because, like we're doing shiny hunting on Shining Pearl today, which requires no reaction time except whether or not you can see that the color is different. The real issue is going to be eventually I want to bring the Drunk Souls series back. I think that's basically what got me the majority of my followers, was doing Drunk Souls. And we had just beaten... Was it Quelaag that we had just beaten? To ring the second bell? I believe that's what we were doing. We just rang the second bell in Dark Souls 1. And got back to Firelink. So, it has been a while since I've, yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten there. Yeah, it's been since we were streaming last, back in September of 22, I want to say. But, yeah, for now, we're doing, I mean, we got a couple things on tap. I'll pull up the face cam first so you can get a look at the boy. Here we are. Shout out to what is it, High Roller, I think? Yeah, High Roller, the name of the Lobster Shack in downtown Portland, where I got this sick jersey. I didn't know they were hosting Ultimate tournaments until we got there, but that was really cool to see that they were getting involved in that. I didn't realize the Ultimate scene in Portland was so big, but I mean, it's not Oregon, but it's still a Portland, so it shouldn't surprise me that much. But we got 3 things on tap today, and we'll be interspersing them as we go. I'll pull up the opening overlay so you can see what we got. As you can see, we got 3 things right here. We got a Paldean Fates ETB from the Pokemon Center. We have a Japanese Shiny Treasure EX that we're also going to open. We're going to open both of these. And in the meantime, to keep this from being a 30-minute stream, we're going to be shiny hunting in Shining Pearl. We are now officially over odds. As you can see, we're at 2075 encounters. That's now officially over odds because we're getting double encounters. So we've had... Actually, is it technically? No, this is yeah, this is over. It's 4090 or 4096 for odds. And we've gotten 4,150 encounters. So we'll be doing this in between pack openings. So why don't I get our boxes open first? I'll open this one first, and I know I still need like a box cutter or an X-Acto knife to open these because I don't like using scissors on them at all. It makes me very unhappy to do it, but unfortunately, it's what I have. Oh my god. Ugh. I'm glad that's off stream and you can't see me struggling to use scissors like a small child. But we got 11 packs from this. I showed the content off the first time I opened it, so if you want to see everything that's in it, you can go to the VODs channel on YouTube and take a look. But otherwise, we're just gonna yoink the packs out. In order. Just what I wanted. I saw a, I don't know how true it was, but I saw a Reddit post. I saw this post on Reddit that somebody bought an ETB from Best Buy and it came with 0 packs in it. I have a hard time believing that's true, but it's a terrifying thought in the event that it is. All right. And here we have our shiny EX. So what we're gonna do, there's 11 English packs and 10 Japanese packs. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sort of intersperse them evenly here, just so we're doing one for every other pack. Create ourselves a nice mountain of packs to open. And I counted correctly. Look at that. Baby does basic sorting. It's harder than you think. Harder than I'd like to admit it is. Okay. So, we'll start with an English pack, and then we'll jump into pocket monsters. So let's see, we got 21 packs. So I think what we're going to do is basically we're going to do 5 encounters in between packs, just to, you know, keep it moving, keep it fast. But this is our first pack of the night. I do have a trash bag for all the pack bulk. Alright, English is just 1 to the front. We got the basic energy. Grievard, Phanpy, Trimeco, Varoom. Oop, I pulled off a bunch of cards at once there. Varoom, Curlia, Crisis Punch, Grapploct. Okay. Frigibax. Oops, actually, we keep the... I like keeping the reverses in view, and the hollows. Mankey and Mimikyu. Alright. Pack number 1 is done. We'll jump into Pokemon. Also, I muted the Pokemon music because the last time I streamed Pokemon, the music was driving me crazy streaming over it. So we're just doing it this way, and I still didn't get the counter fixed, so we're just manually updating our count tracker. We'll keep the chilled out groove with the royalty-free jazz while I hunt Pokemon. Maybe this will keep me from going completely batshit insane. Because last time, I think what I was doing last time is I was doing 10 encounters, and then I would do 2 packs. And it got to be such a pain in the ass getting 10 encounters that I lowered it to 5 halfway through. So now we're keeping it at 5, just to make it easy on us. Because much like regular Gen 4, this game is very slow. I think I was having I can't remember who I was having the conversation with. I think it might have been Pokers, actually. That I think Gen 4 might be the generation I think is the most overrated. I think most of the, like, obviously, I think Platinum is fantastic. And the physical special split, I think, is one of the most consequential, you know, things that Pokemon's done to make it a more competitive and fun game. But, like, other than Platinum, like, Diamond and Pearl are meh by comparison. And then these games were dog. It's the first Pokemon game I've ever started and not finished. So that says a lot about them. Really, all they had to do was make this game platinum, and people would have loved the shit out of it. And they couldn't even do that, which is unfortunate because they had to sell double versions, of course. It's always bugged me. I just wish that they would. I understand the idea of the double versions back in the day, but now it's just an extra annoyance that we have to deal with, which is frustrating. But 5 encounters goes by pretty fast, and it gets us back to the good stuff, which is our first Japanese pack. Now, obviously both packs, the Chase card is Charizard, but there's an interesting little idiosyncrasy between the two, even though the sets are exactly the same. There's one huge difference between the two packs, and that is how much the Iono Secret Illustration Rare is valued. Because if you if you go on TCG Player right now and look at, I don't know if you can hear that, but the dog is bothering the roommate. Every time she plays fetch with him, he tries to eat her plants that are on the ground. I tell her just take the plants off the ground, but that's not the answer, I guess. Let's see, we got holographic Dodrio. Professor Turo. Hey, we got the shiny boy in our first pack. That's kind of unfortunate. This is guaranteed for every box. You get one EX shiny. And we've got it in the first pack. So unless we get a secret art, that is our best. That's probably our best pull of the night. And then the shatter reverse on the end. So we'll sleeve that up real quick. I'll pull it up top so everyone can see it before I put it in the sleeve. It gets a lot harder to see after I put it in the sleeve. So here we go. Shiny Clodsire EX. One of my favorite new Pokemon. Let me see, is it accessible? No, it's hiding. I did get a, I did buy the Clodsire plushies that Pokemon Center dropped a while back. They are already sold out, of course, because Clodsire is perfect. Just look at that boy. Absolutely gorgeous card. So, not a surprise that the Clodsire is the only plushie from that group that's sold out at this point, I think. They also had a Tandemouse, I think. What else did they have? I'm pulling it up real quick. God, they just released so much crap. It's buried all the way down the page. Nope, it's actually buried on the second page. But yeah, so the big difference between the two sets is the value of the Iono card. In English, on TCG Player, you could buy it right now for about, I don't know, I think it was $70 for Iono at the moment. Which, like, that's not a bad pull at all. I think it's still the third most valuable card in the set. However, in Japan, Pack Fresh Iono, it is higher value than the Charizard. It's more expensive than the Charizard. It's at like 190 for an Iono Secret Illustration Rare, and I just find that really funny. How much more valuable Iono, because it's the exact same card. It's just English versus Japanese. The Japanese really like that waifu value. They are here for the waifu card, and like obviously English is too, but apparently a little bit less so than in Japan, which doesn't surprise me terribly. What would surprise me is being able to leave this cave for once. Oh my god. Been all over this cave just looking for... Also, at this point, but I think I've already said this, if we phase at all on any shiny, we're just taking it and leaving. That's what we're doing. I'm not willing to stay here longer for a shiny that I already have in other games. I just want it for this game. Because I like the idea of shiny. This is probably the best shiny hunting method I'm going to get in this game, is having a trailer with you so you can get 2 encounters, because I don't see myself ever completing the decks, especially because especially if I want to shiny hunt the mythicals and the legendaries. I kind of can't get the shiny charm for those unless I don't even know. Can you even transfer Pokemon into this game? I don't even think you can do that. I don't remember. I'll have to consult the home flowchart. But I'm pretty sure you can't transfer into this game. I think you can only transfer out of it. But yeah, really, really funny to me that how vast the price gap is between English and Japanese for the Iono card. One more encounter before we get back to packs, which is what everyone wants, we know. Ooh, that's 85, right. Almost forgot to update the counter. Alright. We're back to English. So, yeah, we'll be alternating between English and Japanese for the duration of the stream. Get the code card out of there. 1 to the front for English. And we got a basic energy. I gotta move my bulk pile a little bit. Paldean students. Lapras. Scraggy. Mime Jr. Lantern. Clive. He has a secret art rare, or a secret illustration rare that I would also love to pull. Whimsicott. Shiny Capsakid. Our first English shiny of the day is the Capsakid. We also got a reverse Grievard and the Anile Ape. First time we've pulled the shiny Capsakid in either English or Japanese, I believe. Very nice card. Tough to shiny hunt in the game. He's so small. Oh my god. Like it's a pretty apparent shiny in game if you can spot them. Which is the hard part because they're so goddamn small. But we'll get him sleeved and topped. Put him in his forever home. Nice. So we sort of blew our load super early in Japanese. First pack pulled the guaranteed special or full EX shiny. So we're now we're just hoping for illustration rares. It's probably the only way we can top it. Is getting an illustration rare or the Pikachu. The Pikachu is still, as far as I know, the highest value regular shiny card that you can get. So wouldn't mind that in either box. I think it's still at like 30 in English, and in Japanese is actually at 40 something. English it's right around 30 at the moment, so not too bad. But yeah, let me keep going. Did I iterate on that last one? I think I did. So the other thing, keeping track of the encounters is something that you just don't really do when you're doing Paldean, not Pal. Well, yeah, when you're shiny hunting in Paldean in Scarlet and Violet, you're really not counting encounters at all. It's there's not really a point because everything pops up all the time, pretty immediately. And it's obviously it's overworld encounters. Like these are all static. Like I have to go into an encounter to see what I got, whereas everything else in Paldea is overworld. So there's no dealing with that issue. Yeah, I think keeping it to 5 encounters is going to keep me sane because playing this game does kind of drive me crazy. But I do want to finish this hunt. There are a couple of Masudas that I still have to finish in Scarlet and Violet, but I think this is the only Masuda. This is the only non-Masuda hunt I haven't ever finished. So I really need to get around to finishing it. But as you can tell by the fact that we've had 2,090 double encounters without a shiny of any kind, it's gonna be a bit of a pain. But now that this is our 5th encounter, we can go back to the opening stream and open up. Next up is a Japanese shiny treasure pack. I still can't believe we pulled the guaranteed Japanese EX shiny. So every box has one guaranteed EX shiny in it for shiny treasure, and we pulled it first pack. This is our 2nd Japanese pack. So unless we get an art rare or a secret art rare, we're not getting a more valuable card in the entire box, which is unfortunate. We got a Kilowattrel, we got Nemona's backpack. Still don't know what the name of this stadium actually is. We got Knackley, we got a Pineco, we got a Pawmo. Yeah, that's a Pawmo. First holographic is the Slowbro. I have a Slowbro that I'm hunting for that I don't know if I'll ever find. And then Boss's Orders. The reverse holo is a Knackle Stack. And our first EX, guaranteed EX, that is non-shiny is Chien Pao. Okay. So, that's our 1 pack. We go back to Shining Pearl, baby. Let's go. All right. But yeah, so there is I had a friend tell me about a site called Rare Candy. And now what Rare Candy has done is it has irreversibly poisoned my brain because they do auctions for graded cards, and I have never bought singles before. I have now spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on graded singles thanks to Rare Candy auctions. And the last one I think is maybe my most egregious. There was a 2009 promo collaboration between the Pokemon Company and Domino's Pizza, and they released, it ended up being a set of 6 cards, and it was, well, so the first 3 came out in 2009, like mid 2009. The last 3 came out in late 2009, early 2010, and the second wave was, it was a Munchlax, a Snorlax, and a Snorlax level X was the gimmick at the time. And basically what they did, and then the first wave was Slowpoke, Slowbro, and Slowking. And the Slowking was in that Heart Gold, Soul Silver style, I don't know what it's called. It might be called Prime, I think, with the choppy wave border. But yeah, so I bought the Slowpoke and the Slowking at auction, both at PSA 10, which is really dumb. Oh god. And I was like, I'll try and find the Slowbro. I'll complete the Slowpoke line. That Slowbro, great. There is not a single graded version of any quality on eBay. Not one. Not even like a PSA 3 I stuck it up my ass and then sent it to PSA kind. There's not a Beckett version. There's not a CGC. There's nothing. It does not exist. Which is really sad. I wanted to get them all graded. Preferably PSA 10 because I've already hurt myself this much. And so I did find, there were like, I think there were like 3 on eBay. And I bought one. It's labeled as, I don't think, they said it would probably grade out to, they estimated it would grade out to a 5, which means it's probably like a 4, but it was the best quality one I could find. And so, who knows when that'll arrive. That one has to ship from Japan, so it'll probably be a while before I see that. The other 2 should be coming from Rare Candy, so hopefully by the end of next week, hopefully in time for next week's stream, maybe I'll be able to see those, but you never know. Alright, this is our 3rd English pack. Code card to the side. So my code card pile is a little bit lopsided. Get those fixed up. 1 to the front for English. We got a Fire Energy and a Charmander, which means, obviously, when you get those 2 together, the Charizard is in the pack. We got a Natu, Nemota's Backpack, Dash Bun, Nest Ball, Charcadet in the first reverse slot, Woobat in the second, and the Serral Edge Holo for our Holo. I do like this format. It's a little bit frenetic, but it's at least keep me busy and entertained, which is good, because doing 10 encounters at a time was a real drag. So I think bringing it down to 5 and doing 1 pack at a time, keeping you on your toes. It's harder for me to get distracted and miscount. I bet I missed at least like 5 to 10 encounters. I just forgot to increment the counter on the last time I streamed this, which I think I streamed twice last week. I think I did, it was either Saturday and Sunday or Friday, Saturday, maybe? I don't remember which. But I streamed twice last week. I might try and do that this week, but I would have to go back to streaming like gameplay, which I don't know if I'm ready to stream Dark Souls. Just straight up, I don't know if I'm ready yet. I'd like to. I do want to do it. I want to get back into it. I want to play them all in order. I mean, because I played Demon Souls on stream. I never played Elden. I played Elden Ring on stream, I think, like one time, and it was when I was trying to start a gimmick playthrough with the fellas, but we barely picked it up after that. It was a really cool concept too. I liked it. I wish we kept it going. Maybe I'll see if the boys want to revive that. Because it was a real. I liked the concept. So it was all of our first New Game Plus playthroughs. It was gonna be all of our first. I don't know if any of us have done one. But the bit was every character has to be one of the X-Men. So like, I was Cyclops, which means I could only use Flame of Frenzy incantations and punch people. One of the boys was Storm, so he had, you know, your ice powers, your thunder powers, anything weather related he could use for his incants. We had a Wolverine, so, you know, the hook claws or the claws, and anything that gave him a healing boost for recovery. It was all like, I thought it was a really good idea, and I still maintain it was. It's just we all sort of stopped playing, and it's hard when you're on PlayStation, which is what we're all on, and you can't, like, if we could have seamless co-op when we were playing that, I think we would have probably kept going. But the problem with doing parallel playthroughs when you can't have seamless co-op, the issue is that you have to do the same thing, like however many people are in the party, you have to do it that many times. So we had like 4 or 5 guys who could jump in at any point, which means we had to do the same thing at least 3, if not 4 or 5 times every time. And it didn't really, it's always sort of a pain. That's always the problem with doing parallel playthroughs in a FromSoft game, is having to repeat your steps constantly. But first up, we got Klefki for the first hollow, Thunderous for the second, the Shatter is our boy Cyclozar, and the EX is Wo Chien. Okay, back to Pocket Monsters. God. Post-nasal drip, go away. I'm not even sick. I don't know why my nose is dripping right now. Maybe it's just something gross. That's probably what it is. Alright. Lucky number 2101. No, it's not going to hit. Ugh. It is, it's a tough scene here sometimes. I really do. Like, maybe I'll finish, if I ever get this shiny, maybe I'll finish the game on stream. I don't really see myself doing it. I don't even know if I'll ever finish it. I should. I should at least beat the league, so that if I want to shiny hunt the legendaries, I can. I'm pretty sure, I forget, I don't think you can shiny hunt your box legendary, but I think the mythicals, like, I think you can do it for Shaman and Darkrai if I remember correctly. But who knows? I certainly don't remember. Alright, 2 more encounters and then we'll get back to more pack opening. But yeah, I'll be honest, the sheer number of cards that I have bought recently, it's really 151's fault, because the pull rates in 151 were absolutely atrocious. So I took a minute to pull everything I want. I still didn't. I'm technically like, I think like 8 cards away from having a master set. And it's all just full arts and secret illustration rares at this point. That's 2105, back to opening. But I finally opened the Charizard off stream, and it just, ugh. I was like, all right, I have the Charizard. There's a ton of stuff I don't have, but I'm kind of just really done with this set. If it really matters to me, eventually I'll buy them as singles, which I don't want to do. But I wanted to pack pull everything, but I can't afford to pack pull everything. All right, we got a Dark Energy, Mischief, Gimmighoul, Lechonk, Execute, a Scrafty, an Electric Generator, a Swoobat. We got a Cyclizar. We got a Wooper. And on the end, we have the Paldean Students. The Paldean Students illustration, not illustration, rare, full art. I should be happier about this, but I'm pretty sure I've pulled this card myself in English, myself in Japanese, and I also participated in an ETB break with Rare Candy, and I think they pulled it for me too, and those cards will hopefully be arriving soon, but like, I can't stop pulling Paldean Students full arts. I love any of the other full arts, I'll be honest. I'll take any of the other full arts. This card feels really thick. But yeah, it is a nice card. Like, I'm not upset about getting any of these full art trainers. I think that would be kind of shitty to do that. And like, it's a nice card. I think it's, I mean, as Violet Gang, I think it's better than the Scarlet version, that's for sure. But yeah. What are you gonna do? The short answer is complain, but I can do that anytime. I can do that later. Okay, 5 more encounters for the shiny Bronzor. I was going back through my old VODs, trying to make sure I'd uploaded everything I wanted to, and I've mentioned it on stream before, but I found the VOD of the first time I ever tried to shiny hunt on stream, and it was really funny. What happened was, I started streaming at like noon on a Saturday, and the plan was, I was in the forest. It was this game. I was in the forest with Cheryl and her Blissey, and basically Cheryl's Blissey. It's the same concept as this, where as long as you stay in the forest and you don't hit her like exit area, she'll stay with you, constantly heal your party, and you'll get double encounters every time. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna start streaming at noon, and I'm not gonna stop until I get the shiny. It was gonna be, the idea was do a marathon stream. I was ready. I had a ton of caffeine with me. I was ready to go. I was all excited. The stream VOD is, I think, 15 minutes long. Because I got the shiny Budu so fast that I barely had time to start stream. And the name of the game was stream until you get the shiny. And I got the shiny, and the stream ended. I mean, I would have much rather have done that marathon stream and gotten this one fast at this point. I liked the idea of doing the marathon stream. It was going to be interesting. Obviously, it did not work out the way I thought it would. And obviously this one, I was spoiled because of that. Now this one is taking an unbelievable amount of time. It's literally been over a year-long hunt, even though I spent, I think it's probably a year and a half at this point. Most likely, at least. If not over 2 years. But can't complain too much. Also, I don't know how good the mic quality is. I noticed I was watching back the VOD of at the end of my last stream, and it sounded like the mic kind of shat the bed. So I'm hoping the mic sounds fine. I don't know what it sounds like. Can I listen to it myself? I actually don't know. Maybe I'll turn the volume on and watch it on Twitch myself real quick just to see what it sounds like. I think that might be the play, because I am now curious. I'm going to do that real quick. So I'll put the stream here. I'm going to pull up end of my last stream. That sounded like... Alright, that doesn't sound too bad. I think that's fine. Just have to watch out for it, I guess. But that was... We did hit the 10 mark, right? Yeah, we hit the 10 mark. So back to another pack of Japanese Shiny Treasure EX. Alright, Japanese is 3 to the front. And we got Clive. We got the Paldean Tauros. We got Arven. That's another full art or secret art I wouldn't mind pulling. We got the Charmander. We got the Hoppip. Paldean Wooper. We have the Hawlucha. We have the Palafin. Wooper for the Shatter. And regular Clodsire for our EX. Back to the grind. I think what I might do is after these 5 encounters, I'll open the next pack. And then after I open that pack, every 5 encounters will be 2 packs, because we're approaching 40 minutes. As long as I stream for an hour, I'm happy. I don't need to go too long. And I know, me personally, I would rather spend time looking at the new cards than I would looking at old Pokemon. Especially old Pokemon that are in Shining Pearl. 21-12 for the encounters. Been at it for quite a while now. And that's, again, for anyone who's not aware, that's a double that number for the amount of Pokemon we've seen. It's technically 4,224 encounters so far. So we're now over odds. We hit the over odds mark during the last stream that we had this going. And the rule at this point is any phase is just what we're taking and adding to the team, and I'll work around it somehow. Even though it's either going to be the Bronzor that we want, a Zubat that will become a Crobat, which is great. I do love Crobat. Or it'll be a Geodude that will max out at a Graveler, because I'm not trading with anyone in this game. I don't know if I could get anyone to open this game back up right now. I'm only doing it because I need to give myself a proper buffer in between opening packs. Otherwise, I will tear through all 21 packs that we have today in 30 minutes, and that'll be the end of the stream. And I'd rather not do that. I'd rather be here a little bit longer, let people get into chat, have a good time. We got one more encounter before we go to a pack. The next pack is English, so we'll be opening a Paldean Fates with the next pack, and then following that, every pack, or every 5 encounters will be 2 packs, just to sort of speed us along and keep my interest, if nothing else, because even though we're down from 10 encounters in between to 5, it's still a lot to play Shining Fates this much. But we got Paldean, or not Shining Fates. I wish we were playing Shining Fates. I love Shining Fates. Shining Pearl. Shining Fates obviously being an older set of cards that are the same idea as this. It's all a bunch of shiny cards. Code card away, 1 to the front for English. We got the Fighting Energy. We got a Rare Candy. We got a Cottony. I do love that Cottony art. It is really nice art. And I know the camera doesn't autofocus very well. I need to get a better camera for streaming. This is an old, what is it, a C920 Logitech, baby? Yeah. It's a Schlatt's Funny Mic. Numel. Charmeleon. Ultra Ball. Primeape. Chinchou. Hey, the Palafin Illustration Rare. That's a nice pull. I'm pretty sure I know I pulled this in Japanese. I think I've also pulled it in English. But I'm not going to complain, and I'll give you guys the close-up real quick. Just the face cam. Show off the pretty Hero Dolphin. Get the double hand so it actually focuses properly on him. It is such great art. I'm shocked at how low value, how little this card is trading for on TCG Player, because it is immaculate art. I think it's just, it goes so unnecessarily hard. And obviously that's going to get a sleeve and a hard case. Yeah, so I'm now getting worried about the English, man. We've pulled one shiny, one full art, and one illustration rare in the first, I want to say 5 packs? 4 or 5 packs? It's a lot. It's a lot. I think that was the 5th. Yeah, pretty sure that was the 5th pack. But yeah, so now from now on, we'll do one Japanese and one English in between every 5 encounters. Because I can only play so much Shining Pearl. Oh my god, my brain broken. I can only play so much Shining Pearl before my brain rots out and ruins my headphones. I don't need that. I don't need my brain leaking into my headphones. I only have one replacement. I straight up do have a replacement pair for these. I've had these headphones for a really long time, but so it has both a chat and a game audio channel, and the audio channel for the chat line has long since been destroyed, so everything goes into the game channel. So I can't split audio at all. And it used to be super useful. I could turn down Discord if I didn't want to hear what anyone had to say. Steam Deck update. That's the other thing. I need to start using Steam Deck. I have a Steam Deck. I don't know why I'm not using it. It would be funny. Get the funny sounds going in. I've had a blast. I have 2 different parties that play Baldur's Gate 3 every week. Both parties are 4-man, and we meet on Discord. And Discord has a soundboard now, which is really great. And I'm the only one who constantly resets all the sounds because none of us are paying to get more slots. But yeah, I like having a goofy-ass soundboard, which is basically all... No, do not restart. Hold on. God damn, fucking Windows 11 is such an asshole, my god. They never stop begging me to restart this computer, and I just don't want to. I lament the day I let it upgrade from Windows 10. It haunts me to this day. But yep. Instead of talking about Windows 10, oh god, my mic fell. Not my mic, my headphone controller. That is completely useless at this point because it controlled. Like technically, I can turn down the desktop audio all the way for myself, but it's really for splitting audio between or balancing audio between gameplay and chat channels. And as we just discussed, chat channel doesn't exist on this mic anymore. So I think once this thing really crafts out on me, I have the exact same model that's in a box unopened. So I'll just replace it once this really breaks down. But until then, it's working. It's just slightly annoying that I'm missing a little bit of functionality. Okay, but now we got two packs in between our Shining Pearl. So we'll go Japanese first. Only one pull from Japanese so far, right? Yep, English. Only one pull from Japanese so far. And they average about 4, minimum 4, I think, pulls per box. And we've already gotten our guarantee. So hopefully there's something juicy sitting in the back. I did not reorder the packs. The packs are in order that they were in the box. We got the Obama Snow, we got the Sableye, Mashchiff, and the Espathra EX. So that would be a real disappointed way to go back into the gameplay. Once again, I think we're halfway through the Japanese with only one pull, and it was the guarantee. But we got an English pack too to hopefully save us. Even though we've already pulled too much from the English pack, I think we're going to start getting a bunch of duds. But until that's proven otherwise, we got the Charcadet, we got the Ralts, the Toadschool, the Clobopus, the Gengar. Great art. I love the whole art of the whole Gengar line in this set. Charmeleon, Oinkologne, Nimona reverse, Cottony reverse, and an Iron Treads EX. Got that. Iron Treads EX. Alright, so that was 2 nice packs. Let's get 5 bad encounters. I think this might now be the longest hunt that I've ever done. Certainly time-wise it is. I've never let a hunt hang this long without being finished. But I think encounters-wise it might be. I should check my phone. I do have an app that I use to track encounters back in Gen 8. So there is a chance that this is my highest. I think I know one that will be higher. Or did I do both of them? I think it's only one. But maybe 2. There might be 2 that are higher. I'll have to check. I can think of both of them. They're both Gen 8, and they're both unusual methods. So unusual that I had to buy a whole other controller to do it in a way that was fast enough to not make me go insane. And I'll explain that in a little bit. But first, let's get another encounter. See, this is what drives me crazy, is when you're just running back and forth with no encounters happening. It just lengthens the amount of time I have to look at Shining Pearl. Oh, God. I wish I didn't dislike this game so much. But I've talked about my mixed opinions on the Sinnoh games. Hot take. I don't even know if it's a hot take. As good as Platinum is, I think Legends Arceus might be my favorite game set in Sinnoh. I know it's technically Hisui, but we all know it's Sinnoh. So, canonically, it's also Sinnoh. Because I love PLA. I really hope that they have another Legends Arceus type game. I think it was such a step in the right direction. And I don't need the every mainline game to be that way. It's a game mode that they should keep using. But then again, they have ditched a lot of game modes they should keep using, like the what was it, Gale of Darkness, Coliseum type games where it was forced doubles. Those, I think the forced doubles format was great. The games were hard, and it was a lot of fun. I don't know if I ever played either, but I remember Pokerus was playing them several years ago. He was playing them and streaming them just to our Discord group. And watching Pokerus play them, it was quite entertaining and had an actual good amount of challenge to it. It was not a cakewalk to do it. So we'll let's see. We're at 21-25 now, which means it's time for 2 more packs to be opened. Again, the Japanese packs are due to start paying out. We are falling well behind the rate that we're expecting from the Japanese pack. I will say, when I opened it up, I'm pretty sure this one... I don't remember if this was an Amazon one or one from VRare, but it felt like the packaging was a little bit looser than... The shrink wrap was not as shrunken as I am used to, which has made me a little bit wary, and the way that these have gone, it might be a little problematic. We'll have to see. We got the Tinkaton. We got the Garganackle. Hey, okay. We did get an art rare. We have an illustration rare. I threatened it. I threatened it with Sussery, and it paid out. It gave us the Wiggly Boy, and then the Skeledirge EX on the end. Let's pop that Wiglet up to the face cam so that anyone who hasn't seen the Wug Trio shiny illustration rare can get a nice good look at it. I think that's a great illustration rare. It's so goofy and fun. But yeah, I guess all you have to do is threaten, is suss out the box, and it starts paying out. It hit too hard too fast. It blew its load too early with the immediate guaranteed EX shiny. It was a bold strategy, Cotton. I don't know if it paid off. We'll find out later, I guess. But we get one more pack now from the English set. And Japanese packs are always so much easier to open. But we got English now. Code card to the side. 1 to the front for English. We got the Psychic Energy. We got the Maractus. We got the Paldean Students Orange, or I guess Scarlet Edition. We got a Lapras. We got the Scraggy. Cute little Whimsicott in someone's house. Scrafty. Woobat. Hey, shiny Water Tauros this time. I knew that I got a shiny Tauros already. I did not know if they were doing shiny Tauroses for all forms, and the answer is yes, they are. This is the Paldean Tauros Water variant, and I'll give him a quick face cam look. You can tell he's the water variant by the fact that he's a water type. Also, the tail is in a propeller shape, the horns are slightly different, and there's blue on his mane. Those are the main ways to do it. You know, while I'm here, why don't I just pull off the next card? It's that Paldean Students again, and the final card is an Armor Rouge holographic. But we have to put the our Bull Boy in his sleeves before we move on to the next pack. So right now, the English is paying out pretty well. I'm pretty sure, generally speaking, for a Pokemon Center ETB, you're looking for 5 pulls to hit odds. And so far, we have pulled 4. So on average, there's only 1 left, which is a little bit scarifying. I would rather there be more. Yeah, on average for the Pokemon Center ones. So basically, the rates are about 44% of packs have some form of either, you know, full art, hyper rare, illustration rare, secret illustration rare, or shiny art or shiny rare, or EX shiny rare in them. About 44%, which for an 11 pack box averages out to about 5 hits. My first ETB that I opened from the Pokemon Center was fantastic. I think it had like 6 or 7 in it. And one of them, one pack was Shiny Charmander, which is your number 2 or 3 most valuable regular shiny rare card. Pikachu's top, I think Charmander's second, it might be third. And right behind it was the Mew EX Secret Illustration Rare, which is the number 2 card in the set. I think it's up over $120 now, which is crazy. When I pulled it, it was down at around, I think, like 80 something, maybe higher, maybe around 90. But it has shot up and only gotten higher, as a lot of the other cards have only gone down. That Mew has been gaining value, which is awesome. I don't sell any of these, at least not yet. We'll see. The rate at which I'm buying singles, goddamn, I might have to. But until that day comes, I'm hoarding everything like a gremlin. And you can't really see because it's way off screen over there. But I stacked up. Oh God, how many is that? 1, 2, 3 times 7. Like I have 21. Is it actually 21? Is it actually 21? Oh my God. It is. I have 21 ETBs from 151, which is disgusting. That's so foul. That's so much money. But they were all stacked up behind me, and like I could barely move my chair out from the desk. And I am a large man. That does not work for me. I need a little bit more space than that. So I had to make some space, clear out some clutter, move some stuff out from behind me. There's still plenty of product stacked behind me that hopefully no one will ever be able to see it again, get stacked up so high. But yep, that's it's better now though. At least it is mercifully better. We got 2 packs now. Japanese Shiny Treasure EX pack, where we are expecting at least 2 more hits, preferably 3, but at least 2 more hits with our remaining packs. It's 3 to the front. Japanese Iono is the absolute chase card for this set. It is only at like 70 in English, but in Japanese it's at 190. Like, the Japanese love Iono. So that is our target card. We got a Vile Plume in the first hollow slot, Entei in the second, Tatsugiri for our Shatter Reverse, and the Squawkabilly EX following it. Back into English we go. Trash bag's getting a little full. Gonna have to take that out of the room soon. Only one to the front for English. We got the Leaf Energy, Grass Energy, Dedenne, Nemona, Natu, Rare Candy, Lantern, Oinkalone, Clive, Noibat Reverse. Wait, are you are you kidding me? In the same ETB? This is from the Pokemon Center. These can't be fucked with. This is a Pokemon Center ETB. And we got two of them in the same box, really? That's crazy. That's insane. I didn't even I mean, obviously it's possible, it just happened, but that doesn't I don't know if I've ever seen that. This has become a pattern for me. During the last, it wasn't the previous stream, I think. It was the last time I streamed in tandem with doing Shining Pearl hunts. In one Japanese pack, I pulled the Nemona full art, and then I did 10 or 5 encounters, however many it was at the time. And then we went back to do the next English card set, and we pulled the full art Nemona in the very next pack. So this set has been full of weirdly occurring doubles for me. And I think that's now the 3rd and 4th time I've pulled this card. So it is getting a little bit annoying to see it. It is great art, but there is now a chance that we have hit our hit limit for that ETB, which would be unfortunate. Because I don't think, other than the regular shiny rares, I don't think we pulled any new cards. But yeah, yeah, that's really funny. I didn't know you could pull. I've never had an ETB where you pulled 2 high rarity cards like that in the same box. Like that's an illustration rare. Those aren't supposed to be common. I don't remember what the rates are for illustration rares. Obviously regular shiny rares are your most likely hit. I don't think illustration rares are second though. Or maybe they are actually. Maybe full arts might be slightly more likely than illustration rares. But that's kind of crazy, don't you think? Getting 2 of the same illustration rare in the same ETB. And it's one that's guaranteed not fucked with because it came straight from the Pokemon Center. It's a Pokemon Center exclusive ETB. I don't know, a little spooky. Oh, some weird stuff's going on tonight. Is it a full moon? Are the Pokemon cards reacting to a full moon? Is Mercury in retrograde? What's going on here? I need a Star Child in here to tell me what's going on. It's not the witching hour. I don't know. Oh man, real weird behavior. And by the way, the reason that I'm not more upset, I think, is I don't know what it was about 151, but the pull rates in 151 were so unacceptably terrible, like irredeemably bad. How like you would go an entire ETB and get, I think maybe like 2 pulls. It was unacceptable how terrible the rates were for 151. Paldean Fates, you can give me doubles. If you're giving me 5 cards instead of 2, I'll take doubles. I will. Maybe to my own detriment, but I don't care. All right, we're still expecting. Actually, how many? We have. I think we have 3 of each left, and we're still on 2 hits. We're expecting at least bare minimum 2 more hits from this Japanese set. Otherwise, something shady going on here. That's pretty well below the expected rates. 2, 3 to the front, 4 Japanese. We got, I think that's called Luminous Energy. That's something energy for sure. Murkrow. Ralts. Frigibax, I have them memorized now. Voltorb. Holographic Ditto. Holographic Scovillain. We have the shiny Sprigatito. I feel like that probably goes for a lot in Japan. They love Sprigatito. At least he's still on 4 legs, right? My god. The obsession with making the 2-legged sexy cats. Not here for it. But I'll pull that Sprigatito up to the face cam. It's the first time I've pulled the Sprigatito. I'm pretty sure this card is going to be more rare in Japanese as well. Because I know that they're doing those special boxes in English that have, I think it's the entire starter lines shiny. So I think pulling this in Japanese is technically more valuable. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that would be my best guess. Also, I think Japan just loves Sprigatito. I'll do a quick check on where it's sitting. I think this might change the brightness of the screen, yeah. Yeah, Sprigatito is sitting at a cool $10 in Japanese right now. It's above cards like the Palmy Illustration Rare, the Snorlax Shiny, the Chi-Yu Hyper Rare, and like right under the regular Mimikyu, the Charmeleon, the Koraidon, and the Mew. So it's high value. It is the third most valuable third most valuable regular shiny rare in Japanese, and it's not even close in English. Yeah, it is way better off pulling this in Japanese. That is good to know. That's funny. Like it's funny how different the price ranges are between the Japanese and the English for these sets. Like I was explaining earlier, I'm gonna have to repeat myself a lot. The Iono in English is only at like $70 right now. In Japanese, it's the #1 card in the set. It is, I think it's at like $190 right now for an ungraded Iono Secret Illustration Rare. And then, again, another differentiator, because English has the promos that you can get the entire Paldean line starters in those boxes. In Japanese, the Paldean starters are worth way more, and especially Sprigatito. Sprigatito is the third most valuable regular shiny rare in the entire set, which is really cool. Now back to Shining Fates for 5 encounters, trying to get this Bronzor, and then we'll go back to 2 more. Nope, actually, hold on, I just forgot. Because I spent so much time on that, I forgot we're supposed to open an English pack along with it. I'm so silly, I'm so funny, I almost forgot that. Have to do the English pack after the Japanese pack. And it would really help if I could open this, like, at all. Wouldn't that be cool? I did cut my nails, but also the English packs are just so much more difficult to open than the Japanese. The Japanese just peel open like a nice banana. These peel open like one of those bananas that doesn't want to open for you, so you end up, you know, kind of forcing a little too hard, and you smush the top of the banana, and it makes the whole thing kind of ruined for you. Hopefully I didn't ruin anything in here. Hopefully there is something in here. We are getting close to, we are at the expected pull rate for English, so there's a good chance our last 3 packs are complete duds. But Dedenne reverse, Rare Candy reverse, Full Art Judge. I guess it wasn't all that bad. We did pull him last time, I think, but I will show that off. We're now at 6 pulls in this English box, which is great. That's really nice pull rate. Let me see if I can get it to focus. This camera does have autofocus, but it can be a real pain in the dick about it sometimes. Come on, there is nothing else on the screen except for the judge. Show me the judge. Judging this camera. Not working very well, Mr. Camera. That is, that's a technical foul on... That's supposed to be the good camera, too. That's the stream cam. It's the one that's supposed to show my pretty face. You can't show a pretty card with it. Real unfortunate. But let's get him hard-sleeved. So that's 6 pulls in the English. We are now over-expected, because the pull rate is 44% on average, and there are 11 packs in this ETB, because it's a Pokemon Center exclusive one. So we are now at 6 pulls in, I think, 9 packs, which is really good. We're probably going to get nothing in the last 2, although I did not shuffle them at all. So there is a chance that we're just getting a really nice set here, which would be really cool, not going to lie. We still need at least 1 more pull from Japanese, though. The box has had a lot of lulls in that box. Which, I mean, the first... I have not had a box as good as the first JP box I opened. That was such a crazy box. We got the hyper rare Chi-Yu in that box. I think it was in the same pack as the my first Paldean illustration rare. So it was such a hype box. We had a ton of people in chat. And by a ton, I mean, I think there were like 6. But that's a lot. It's a lot for me. But I'm back to streaming weekly, so I think people are showing up more often, which is good. I'd like to get it to twice a week. But I don't really like streaming during the work week. So it's going to have to be on weekends. And obviously, people have shit to do on weekends. I have shit to do on weekends. Yeah. So, what are you going to do? Other than go to the next encounter, because I don't want to look at these non-shiny bronze orbs for much longer. I would like one of you guys to be green. Look at the guy in the bottom corner. That's what you're trying to be. That's what your goal to emulate is here. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that, like most high-class packs in Japanese, Shiny Treasure EX does technically have a chance to have a God pack. I have personally never pulled one, but I've also only ever opened this Japanese set. I have not opened... I've opened, what, 4, maybe 5 of these boxes, I think? Big fan of them either way. Okay. We can get back to opening packs now. Second to last Japanese pack. We expect a hit in at least one of these, preferably both. I wouldn't mind both. Both is good. 3 to the front for Japanese. We got Students of Paldean. Oops, I just realized I never put away the cards correctly from the last Japanese pack. There we go. We got some sort of stadium. We got the Water Tauros. We have a Glimmet. We have a Toad's Cool. We have a Wingull. We have a Scizor. Hey! Now there's a fucking pull! Look at that! That's the hyper rare Miraidon. Ooh. That Miraidon's $16. That's the most valuable hyper rare. Okay. Alright. Yeah, hell yeah! That's awesome. Look at that. Students of Paldean Shatter and an EX Noivern on the back. Hell yeah! Alright. This one definitely has to get a close-up. This is the second hyper rare I have pulled through all of my openings. Both of them are Japanese, and this is the most valuable Japanese one. I mean, look at that card. That is gorgeous. You can see the camera there. It's trying its best. Come on, I'm putting them right in your face. Show them off. Give them the love. Oh, hell yeah, camera. You see that shit? God damn, what a pull. Oh, the borders look really nice on it, too. Those are some good-ass borders. Yeah, the Japanese pack was hella backloaded, I guess. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Look at those sparkles. They really pop. They actually, because this camera is so bad, they really pop the sparkles out for you. You can really see how shimmery the pack is. I don't even want to put it down. I don't want it to touch the ground. Shit. What a pull. All right. All right, this box, the last 2 packs from this box have really impressed me, not going to lie. Box went pretty hard these last 2 packs. 2 straight packs with 2 cards. over $10 value. What is the? I'm curious. What does the Miraidon go for in English? It goes for 15. So about the same price between the English and the Japanese, but oh damn, that's a good pull. That's a good ass pull right there. And we still got one more pack. All right. Oop, I accidentally took off the energy card. Not that anyone cares that much about the energy. So now we go to Cottony, Pineco, Nummel, Maractus, Primeape. We got the Ultra Ball, the Mousehold, Reverse Maractus, Reverse Ultra Ball, and a Cyclizar Hollow. All right, this is going to be our last round of hunts. You know what? I want it to end on a nice round number, 2150, so we're going to actually have to do 10 encounters. I make you all wait for the last 2 packs. I pulled the trigger one grouping of packs too early to make this end the way I want it to. But yeah, so odds-wise, there's probably nothing left. That being said, you never know. I feel like there are usually two shiny rares per Japanese box, and we've only had one. So there's a decent chance there's one in the last pack. I don't know for sure. But that Miraidon, I think, is going to be our best pull of the night by far, unless we pull something big out of the English. But I think we're probably done. I think these last few packs are probably going to have nothing in them. But who knows? I certainly don't. I don't know shit. Yeah, we're at about an hour 16 right now? Yeah, hour 15-ish on the stream. Good number. I like being around an hour and a half at least. Gameplay streams I'll usually take a little bit longer, but I also usually have a little bit more interaction with the gameplay streams. Not that I've done one in a long time. Yeah, I remember at the time I was doing Drunk Souls, and the rules were if you die, you have to take a swig of your beer. And then if anyone followed, I would have to take a shot of liquor, and I would just get, the gameplay would just deteriorate, get worse and worse, because it's a Dark Souls game. They're hard. But yeah, I was doing that to try and get up to affiliate. That was my strategy. And what people would do, real shitty of them, was that they would send bots to follow bomb. Only like 3 or 4, but like after the first time I caught on, and I stopped responding to them, because I knew how they work is they just... so I missed an encounter. That's 2145. They would unfollow like the next day, which sucked. However, one time, I think I was at like 48 followers, so I was getting real close to hitting the affiliate number. And I got follow bombed during a Drunk Soul stream. I was like, oh, yay, I'm over 50. Woohoo, I hit affiliate. Yay, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Knowing that they were going to unfollow the next day. Fortunately for me, Twitch did not know that. And Twitch sent me the affiliate, because I think the affiliate offer is basically just auto-generated once you hit all 3 benchmarks. And so they sent me the affiliate, like congratulations, you're now a Twitch affiliate. And so I was an affiliate with less than 50 followers, because obviously they all unfollowed the next day. So that was a really funny little tidbit, little story about how I became a Twitch affiliate. It was thanks to getting follow bombed for someone to try and make me drink a bunch of shots on air. But yeah, I am gonna bring back Drunk Souls. I think that's gonna be probably the first like real gameplay stream I get back to. DS1, we had just rang the second bell. We had just beaten Quelaag, so I don't think we were too far. We hadn't even hit Anne Orlando yet. No Ornstein and Smo. Not being able to fast travel was real tough, but it really I understand why people like that. It really did add to the dread of just traipsing around and not being able to quickly get anywhere. You have to fight your way through the entire way. It was a real pain in the ass, but like a very well-designed pain in the ass. Like, this hurts my butt, but I do appreciate the craftsmanship. Um, God, the last encounters always take so long to get through. This nightmare will never end. It's just not going to end. They take so long to get through. We only have to do 2 more, and then we can open our final 2 packs of the night. Mercifully, we're almost done with Shining Pearl for the night. And yeah, so this is probably going to be the format for at least 1 stream a week moving forward, is opening up Shiny Treasure EX and Paldean Fates in tandem with some shiny hunting. Just, shiny hunting 3 ways. It's a bunch of little appetizers of shiny hunting. Granted, we have guaranteed success in one and guaranteed paint in the other one. So, last encounter of the night, and it is 2 regular Bronzor. Unsurprising. Very unsurprising. Alright. Well, that was our last encounter of Shining Pearl for the night. Goodbye, Shining Pearl. See you next week, if I feel like it. We have our last 2 packs. So, of these 2, I think this one is more likely to actually have a hit in it. So we're going to open the English pack first. We've already pulled 6 cards, had 6 hits in the English. I'll show all of our hits at the end of the stream as well. And the rate is 5 for the 11-pack ETB from Pokemon Center. So the chances of us getting 7 in 11 packs is super low. So we're going to do this one first and expect nothing. We have the Grass Energy, the Mime Jr., the Noibat, Chimecho, Ghastly, Lantern, Primeape, Whimsicott, our first reverse slot. It was our first reverse slot, I was kind of guessing. It is a Nest Ball. Our second reverse slot is the Mankey, and then a Professor's Research to end our English night. Good overall. A ETB, 6 pulls over our expected pull rate. Pretty good. I don't know if I got any new cards besides the shiny rares. I think both of those were new, but we're 1, 2, 3 to the front for Japanese. This is our last pack of the night, and we got a Clavel, a Giovanni, a Lucario, a Natu, little Oddish planting himself. We have a Noibat, Ceruledge, Starmie, shiny Kilowattrel. So we did have a hit in the last pack, and the EX. We did have 1 more hit in us. I was right. I was right to expect 2 shiny rares, and that is a nice card to end on. It's always good to end on a hit. It always feels good when you can end on a hit. And this is the Kilowattrel shiny. Nice one to end on. I do like. I think it's weird. I don't know how well you can see it though. That the I'll see if I can get it up close to you. It won't focus. But oh, there it goes. The Wattrel only has 1 wing out in this little evolution symbol. I think that's a funny little design choice. But let's get our last hit of the night into its sleeve and top loader. I believe that was a new one for me, which was great. All right, so 75 encounters of Bronzor, which is 150 Pokemon seen. No shiny there, however, comma. In English, we pulled a Judge, full art, a Palafin, illustration rare, a Tauros, or Paldean Tauros water form, shiny rare, a second Palafin illustration rare in the same ETB. I still think that's hilarious. A Paldean Students full art, and a Capsicid shiny rare. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 English hits. And then in the Japanese, we went with our very first pack of Japanese of the night was our guaranteed shiny EX hit, and it was the Clodsire shiny, which I will never complain about. Clodsire's my baby. And then we got the Wug Trio illustration rare. We got very high value Japanese card. In Japanese, this card is worth, I think, like $10, which is, I think it's the third most valuable regular shiny rare. In English, it's not even top 5. I don't even know if it's top 10 because of those promo packs. And then the big hit of the night was the Japanese Miraidon Hyper Rare EX. Just a beautiful card. So nice. Gorgeous artwork. Gorgeous. Very sparkly. Very shiny. Love all the lines on it. Just a great pull. And then our last pack of the night, obviously, that you just saw, was the Kilowattrel Shiny Rare. So that's it for me tonight. Depending on how I feel tomorrow, maybe I'll do another one of these, but it'll probably be a shorter one. If I do another one, it would only be opening up packs. I probably wouldn't do more Shining Pearl, but I might. The other option would be maybe I do start that DS1. I pick up that DS1 playthrough again, but I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I don't know if I'm ready to be drunk on stream. I don't drink much these days, so it'll probably hit me a lot harder than it did during the pandemic when drinking was a way to survive. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Good to see everyone out here. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good. I think I've been every week since the last week of December. So good for me, right? Yeah, but that's it for me today. I'm not your dad, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.